What's going on, guys, and welcome to a new series on the channel. As you might guess, this is not Road to the Show. This is not Madden. This is going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolutions. I am admittedly a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan. I played it when I was younger, and I lost interest in it as I grew up, but hopefully this game gets me back into the card game that I grew up loving to play. We are going to be playing the single player campaign mode in this series. As you can see, I started it a little early. The only thing I really did was the Duelist Kingdom intro arc, which was just teaching you how to duel. And little disclaimer, since I have played Yu-Gi-Oh! In the past, I have dueled, obviously, in the past, so I don't need to go through the tutorials, and that's what this first duel was a tutorial of what the cards did and whatnot, and I just didn't need it because for the first two, which is going to be Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, those were the time that I had interest in the game, and I played it semi-competitively, at least along with my friends. It's when they got into the 5Ds, the Zessel, the Arc 5, and the VRAINS that I lost complete interest in the anime and the card game itself. So as soon as we finish these two in this series, then I'll start playing the tutorials live on this channel. So let's just go ahead and jump into this second match here with Yu-Gi-Oh! Heart of the Cards. That afternoon, Yugi and his friends went to Grandpa's game shop. Yugi wanted to show his friends his grandpa's prized possessions. Gramps! Could you show my friends your awesome super rare card? Rare card, you say? You mean my special card? Please, please. Haha, how can I refuse? You kids are in for a treat. I don't take this card out too often. Ready? Here it is, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. It is so rare, so powerful, I never let it leave my hands. That card is priceless. The only 4 of them in the entire world. Suddenly, Seto Kaiba, a customer from school, ran into the card shop. His name was Seto Kaiba, the young CEO of Kaiba Corp. He had found the card he was looking for. Name your price for the Blue Eyes. I'll pay anything you ask. Sure you could, but this card is worth more than you could ever offer. Senile old fool. Kaiba stormed out of Grandpa's store, and the team was disgusted by Kaiba's obsession with the Blue Eyes White Dragon. The next day, when Yugi came back to the store with his friends, he found Grandpa was gone. When the phone rang, it was Kaiba on the other end, mocking Yugi that he had kidnapped his grandfather and took him to Kaiba Corp. Yugi and his friends rushed to Kaiba Corp to find Grandpa laying on the floor, defeated. Grandpa, are you okay? Yugi, I failed. I wanted to teach that boy Kaiba a lesson about the heart of the cards, but I lost. Grandpa! How's the old man feeling? Kaiba, you sleaze, what have you done to him? We had a duel, that's all. With each of us putting our most valuable card as the prize. But I guess playing against a champion like myself was too much for stimulation for the old fool. Oh boy, damn. Okay. Kaiba, you shouldn't be ashamed of yourself. Look at the sweet prize I won. Kaiba held up the Grandpa's Blue Eyes White Dragon and ripped it in half. My Grandpa's most treasured card! Treasured card. The Blue Eyes White Dragon is a rare and powerful card, and this will never be used against me. My Blue Eyes, my treasure. Grandpa, hold on! How could you do such a thing? Yugi, take this. Huh? Grandpa? I built this deck. I put my soul in this cards, and I tell you everything I know, Yugi. Take my cards and teach Kaiba respect for the heart of the cards. Okay, Grandpa, I'll do it. Are you ready to play, Runt? Playtime's over, Kaiba. Huh? Kaiba was taken aback by Yugi's transformation. It seemed like he had been a different person. He was more confident, more powerful than before. Kaiba! Prepare yourself. It's time to duel! So I will be using the story deck in this duel, mostly because I haven't built up enough gameplay points yet to build my own deck that I want. And I haven't gotten the cards yet either. So let's go. Rock, paper, scissors here. And I'll go with rock. Okay, so he gets to choose if I go first or second. I will go first in this duel. If you liked that little rendition that I did, yes, I know my voice acting is not the greatest, but it's something. That's to say the least. Let's see here. Equip this monster card your opponent controls, doing the monster each, so I can pay 1,000 life points to keep it as mine. Left leg of the Forbidden One, Graceful Charity, Mystical Elf. Let's play Graceful Charity. Draw 3. Discard 2. What am I never going to use here? If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add 1 monster card with 1,500 or attack life points. So I want to keep that. I want to keep Karibo just in case. So, sorry, Rude Kaiser. There's 1. And if he ever gets Blue Eyes, I need to have this card in my hand because I don't know when I'm going to be able to draw Swords. Yes, I know Swords is in this deck. So let me just go ahead and set Mystical Elf in defense. And that'll end my turn. So there's 2 ways you can beat Kaiba's deck in this, I think. One is to make sure that he never gets out Blue Eyes, which you have to tribute 2 monsters for. Oh, Holy Mother of God, I think he'll have Blue Eyes here. Not this turn. Okay, so I need to keep an eye on that. 1 is to make sure he never gets Blue Eyes out. 2 is to just make sure that I'm going to have to play this a lot sooner than I wanted to. Maybe. Is to get Exodia. Snatch Steal. I can get this, and then I can sacrifice the card. I think that's the play. I use this card to grab one of his monsters, sacrifice said monster, summon Skull, and then attack with that. Let's go with that. That way I don't have to pay any life points to keep it out on the field. Let's take his monster that he didn't have to tribute for. And let's sacrifice, yes, tribute 1 monster. Tribute Sword Stalker. Put him in face-up attack position. My only problem right now is I don't have a back row. And in old Yu-Gi-Oh, you definitely need a back row. The fact that I don't have any spell or trap cards might be a problem going forward, but let's just see here. He has no cards out on the field, so he can't, if he has a Blue Eyes on his hand, he can't summon it yet, but he does have a face down that I need to worry about. So let me just do Pot of Greed in my hand, draw 2 more cards. Not helpful. Do I place this out here to bait that trap card? If it's Mere Force, I lose everything. Or do I set Giant Soldier of Stone in defense? Or do I do Sangan in defense? Let's do Sangan in defense. I'm going for the Exodia play here. It might be the wrong play. It just determines on how I get this Shadow Spell. Okay, well that at least shows his back row, because he doesn't have any more cards in that back row. $1,300 or 1,300 attack monster. He's going to go for Sangan. Sangan is discarded. But with his effect, I can pick out any 1,500 or lower attack monster. I'll do, like I said, I'm going for Exodia. So, I don't want to do another Sangan so soon, because then it'll just show my hand that I have Exodia. Okay, I drew Spellbinding Circles. So that is going to go down there. And again, I'm just going to prepare to play Oh, no, I can't. This forces my hand a little bit, because if he has Blue Eyes in his deck, or I know he has Blue Eyes, because it's Kaiba. He always has Blue Eyes in his deck. The problem here is I can't attack with Summon Skull, because of Shadow Spell. If I had Harpy's Feather Duster, then I would be able to. But because I would be able to get rid of that back row. But I don't, so Summon Skull is still in face-up attack position. Do I want to... No, because I don't want to use Spellbinding yet. And this is the only bad part of this. I wish I could... And if you can figure out a way to do this for me, turn that little advice section off, so I don't have to keep listening to it every time I see that, because spells... That's why. Okay, I have 3 pieces of Exodia in my hand. And again, I'm just trying to build up my defenses in case he ever summons Blue Eyes. And the only way I can do that right now is by just attacking monsters. Attacking lower monsters. And we crash. Okay, so that's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, I lose 400 monster because of the effect. And then that's destroyed. And that's actually bad, because now I don't have a way to attack his front row of monsters. Of course, it might not be a problem here if he summons Blue Eyes. Stop defense. He more than likely has Blue Eyes in his deck, or in his hand. If he's doing this, forcing all cards into attack mode, he's gonna attack my Gemini or my Mystical Elf. So he doesn't have it in his hand yet, otherwise he would have sacrificed. Okay, so Mystical Lamp I'm not too concerned about, because I have Giant Soldier of Stone that I can take out. No, stop. Again, this is the only really annoying part of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! On a game. During your draw phase, when you draw a normal monster, you can reveal it, draw one more card. That might be useful. So I'll go ahead and do that. It's not part of a chain. No, I don't want to activate another card. Unfortunately, I have to flip this up. I'll get more life point damage on him, which is good. As I attack Mystical Lamp. He loses 400 life points. Mystical Lamp is gone, which is a plus a little bit, but at the same time, it's a hindrance too, because now I've shown that I have Giant Soldier of Stone, which is really a good... In early Yu-Gi-Oh! It was a great tanky monster, because it had 2,000 defense points with no sacrifice. So I show my hand a little bit. The fact that he did not flip that monster face up helps me a little bit. Ooh, swords. Swords of Revealing Light. I ran that card so many times in so many decks. That's a staple in a lot of decks. Swords. I'll go ahead and attack this face down monster because it just... Okay, that tells me that I even had more attack points than that monster, because he uses negate attack to keep the monster there, and it ends my battle phase, essentially. So that tells me that I had more attack points than his defensive points, which is interesting, because it's not, like I said, Giant Soldier of Stone is not an offensive monster per se. It doesn't have bad offensive stats, but it's known as a defensive placeholder. Yes, I will No, I don't want to do... No. Crap. Messed up. I got carried away. Maybe. Yeah, I messed up there. So I'll put Horn Imp in attack mode. Okay, yeah, I didn't read that wrong. I'll switch him back to defensive mode. That might come back to bite me later. As I attack that monster, I want to see what that is. Okay, so I did have more attack. And now he knows I have swords. That could be a problem, but at the same time, it's not necessarily a problem because everybody runs swords in old Yu-Gi-Oh decks. I think they still run in new Yu-Gi-Oh decks. I haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh in a long time, so I don't really know what's going on with the newer decks. But now he has Battle Ox. I'm just going to have to eat this one. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to eat this. No, no, no. And the reason why it is asking me because I could do Spellbinding and make him lose attack points, but I want to save Spellbinding Circle for Blue Eyes. Ooh, I have double swords. Okay. So I won't do anything here. I will set another swords down there. Just to buy me even more time if I need it, because I do have 3 pieces of Exodia in my hand, so I only need 2 more. And I haven't drawn another Sangan to help me out a little bit, which is a little bad, but at the same time, it's not crippling. If I just pay attention to what I draw here. Okay. Yes, I want to use Heart of the Underdog. Shows that. No. Dark Hole. Okay, so if everything goes Fubar, Dark Hole is down on the field. And I know Kaiba doesn't run Harpy's Feather Duster. So I can set Mammoth in defense mode, Mammoth Graveyard in defense. I can't change that battle position. Otherwise, Summon Skull would be wrecking shop. Because Summon Skull is a really good monster for 1 tribute. And here's where I think Blue Eyes will come out. He has 2 monsters. Okay, so he doesn't have Blue Eyes in his hand if he's playing Pot of Greed. He plays Legend, so he still doesn't have Blue Eyes. Or he's just hoping to wipe me out completely. One of the two. So, again, I have Spellbinding Circles down on the field. That's why it keeps asking me this. And if you guys know a way to get that out, then please let me know, because this is annoying at times. Because it wants me to play spells on Battle Ox. I don't want to play spells on Battle Ox yet. So yes, I'll play Heart of the Underdog. No, it's not activated in a chain. Yes, I'll play Heart of the Underdog again because I drew Celtic Guardian. I can do this. And then I have another Heart of the Underdog. Okay. So, I'm going to play my 3rd Giant Soldier of Stone in defense mode, keeping my life points safe for the time being, and ending my turn. So, like I said, I have 2 tanky monsters down on the field where only something with a tribute can really harm me. Is this where I see the tribute? No. So he still hasn't drawn a Blue Eyes, which is really weird because I think that he has 3 in his deck. I know he doesn't have Blue Eyes Ultimate in his Polymer or in his Fusion deck, so it's weird. And one more thing I have to keep an eye on is my deck cards, because I only have 15 cards left after I draw here. Another black hole. Doesn't help me. Mostly because it just doesn't. I will go ahead and play swords just to free... This playing swords is more to free up a space than anything else at the moment. I'll play Celtic Guardian in attack mode because I don't have to worry about Battle Ox attacking it and me losing more life points. No, I still don't want to use spells. I'll get out Hedru Mute Giant, and I show one of his other cards, which was a negate attack. So that's not again not a bad thing for me, because now he's wasted 2 negate attacks on me. Now, question is, does he play Blue Eyes knowing that I have swords up? I think if you draw Blue Eyes here, you still have to play it. No. And the reason I couldn't play Heart of the Underdog is because Sangan is an effect monster, but I will go ahead and set him down now. Yes, that doesn't really help me for the moment, and I kind of messed up there. No, I don't want to activate sword or spells. Spellbinding. Because next turn I can flip Sangan and still use it as effect. Or no, it's only when he gets sent to the graveyard. So I have to wait until Swords is gone and they attack Sangan, which is not bad. And if I draw I think Dark Magician is in my deck. I haven't gone this deep in my deck yet. I have 4 pieces. 4 pieces of Exodia right now in my hand. So as soon as... I'm hoping that Sangan gets attacked here. I'm hoping that the AI is just stupid and attacks... Oh, I can win this. Right here. Ha! It didn't go Fubar, but since I have another Dark Hole in my deck... Oh... Okay, that doesn't hurt me. It just means he gains all the life points, which it won't matter because Sangan and the Arm of Exodia, the Forbidden One, and looky there, I just won the game. That's how you beat Kaiba without him, and he didn't summon Blue Eyes. So that's new for me. He's normally always had Blue Eyes out, and I've been forced to play Swords and stall him that way. But I get the win. That's awesome. That's another way to beat Kaiba. So that's good to know. You play only for power, Kaiba. That's why you lost. But if you put the heart of the game, there's nothing you can't do. Excuse me. The result of the duel quickly spread, and the mysterious one-eyed man got news of Yugi's victory. Seems Kaiba boy is defeated in a duel. I must learn about this Yu-Gi-Moto. So that's going to do it for the first episode. I can now play that as Kaiba against Yugi, which is awesome. That's why I like this game a little bit more. New Duelist Kaiba, new deck Kaiba, booster pack, Grandpa. Signature card was Blue Eyes White Dragon. I can try it out. I can try that card out, Ancient Rules. And I have Gift of Mystical Elf, which I might run in a deck in the future. And I earned 1,095 duel points. So that's cool. In the next episode, guys, we will be taking on, spoilers if you've never seen the anime, Weevil Underwood in the next match. And we will be playing as Yugi, as you can probably kind of see with that there and there. So we will be playing as Yugi using possibly a different deck than what we just used here. I don't know yet. It's possible. Anyway, guys, that will do it for this video. Until next time, peace.